Hi all, my name is Haley Comet and welcome to my cosmic corner of the internet where we discuss all things astrology, and today, planetary hours and how to use them. So planetary hours is something I've been utilizing within the last 2 years, and it has honestly given me such a confidence boost in regards to structuring and planning my days. Now, keep in mind, I'm a Virgo moon and rising, so I love structuring and planning my days. You can check out my planetary days of the week video, and I wanted to share how you can even break it down to hours. Now, it doesn't need to be overwhelming. Like if you do something that's more sun-like on a Mars hour, I promise nothing bad is gonna happen. But what I've found is that the affairs of the planet, you'll feel a little bit more motivated during its own hours, and it'll feel a little bit more fulfilling. So I've found the more I can synchronize my schedule to the planetary hours that it rolls, the more effective and efficient that I've become. So if you didn't know, every hour of the day is ruled by a different planet. You can find this information online. This is the website that I typically utilize. It'll go in order. So like Sun, Venus, Mercury, Moon, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, and then it'll repeat. Now, you don't have to do this in your head if you don't want to. I rarely do. I just use a calculator to figure it out. And it's considered that during that particular hour, the affairs in regards to that celestial body are particularly supported. Throughout the course of this video, I'll be sharing some activities that you can do during that particular hours, and I'll be ending with a vlog today that I'm trying to live my entire day doing activities that honors each of the planets during the hour. So if you learned something new, if you enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like, commenting, if you feel so inclined, subscribing, anything that you feel comfortable with, I'm so appreciative of. And without further ado, let's dive into the video. So, Sun hour. Sun is the luminary that governs ego, identity, self-expression. This is particularly helpful for activities that are energizing, activities that have to do with the illumination of who you are. So if you have to like get in front of a bunch of people at a meeting, or you need to, pitch a particular creative project of yours, Sun is how we exude our light. So particular tasks that have to do with pleasant reception of ourselves would be important, or things that we want high visibility for. If you have to schedule a particular time for a creative project to go out, doing it during Sun's hour would encourage that you have this extra boost around being seen in a very visible public way. I also consider Sun's hour good for spending time in the sun, obviously, and doing things that are energizing, for your spirit, doing things that really honor the person that you are, being seen, being creative, so on and so forth. With Sun's hour, you don't want to do things that you want people not to know about. Sun is the energy of illumination. That's why it's so great for visibility, for putting yourself out there, for being seen by authority figures in a favorable way, having your creative projects received in a favorable way, having your pitches received in a favorable way. But let's say if you're doing some shady stuff, you don't want to do it during Sun's hour, because the energy of the sun is to illuminate, to give light. So not the time that I would rob a bank. Not that any of you should do that, but don't do it during Sun's hour especially. Venus is the planet that governs love, beauty, pleasure, and money. Venus hour is helpful for things that you want to harmonize. So I love using Venus hour if there's emails that I'm a little scared to send, like I have to reschedule someone, or I have to, let go of a particular, working relationship or something like that. I try to do it during Venus hour, because Venus is the planet of harmony. So sending something during Venus hour would indicate that all will sort of be glossed over and be okay. Venus hour is also great for anything in regards to beauty. So getting ready during Venus hour, getting dressed during Venus hour, you can find that you're more in sync with wanting to create, beauty within the world. Also, any sort of enjoyment, any sort of pleasure, a date would be great for Venus hour, as Venus is the planet of love, of beauty. Venus hour is great if you have any financial purchases that you need to make. Going shopping during Venus hour would be great, or meeting with a financial advisor, money matters, checking your bank account, things of like would be supported for Venus hour. Mercury is the planet that governs communication, intellect, thought processes. Mercury's hour is great for communications of all sorts. So emails I have to do, writing, editing, talking. This is Mercury's hour. Hey. Any sort of, conversations that you have to do, meetings are great during Mercury's hour. Listening during podcasts during Mercury's hour, studying, writing papers, anything that involves the mind and involves communicating, you'll likely get a boost when it is Mercury's hour. Next up is Moon's hour. Moon is the luminary that governs emotions, self-soothing, nurturing. Moon's hour is helpful for any sort of emotional or domestic matter. So during Moon's hour would be a great time to, cook, great time to take a bath, do things that are nurturing. You can find intuitive or spiritual practices are enhanced during Moon's hour. Definitely pay attention to your emotions that emerge during Moon's hour. It wouldn't be the time that, I would schedule anything really, really professional, as you might be a little bit more emotional, a little bit more emotionally receptive. Moon's hour is great for handling tasks around the home. So spending time with children or cleaning the home, cooking, things that just feel nurturing and safe. Any family matters would be supported during Moon's hour. And the energy of the moon, if any of my tarot peeps, if you think of the moon card, it's this energy of secrecy or things that are hidden. So this would be a great time if you have to do anything secret. Moon's hour would be the best hour to pick for those sort of things. Saturn's hour. Saturn is the planet that governs responsibility, discipline, and karma. So for Saturn's hour, it's about working on responsible matters, planning for the future, being very disciplined, doing things that you don't necessarily want to do. During Saturn's hour, you can notice that you get a particular boost to just handle it, attend to the responsibilities that you have, uphold your commitments. So Saturn's hour would be supportive if you're in signing a really important contract of something. It's not the time that I would try to, cheat anyone or anything, as Saturn is karma. And it's a great time to just uphold your commitments, what you are, responsibly dedicated to, and to work towards it, to work hard, to put in your full effort, and to be disciplined. As well as you want to build something that lasts, right? So Saturn's hour is great for future planning, with gathering with a group of people in order to plan out the next 3 years, or to really build something with diligence and respect for it. Saturn's hour is also great if you have anything in regards to, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments. Saturn rules teeth, it also rules skin. So things of that nature where it's about, the long-term effects and equipping yourself now with discipline and responsibility to best preserve and care for yourself as you grow older. Saturn's planet of time. Saturn's hour would also be great for, working with old things, older people. Saturn's hour is great also if you need to discipline someone or reprimand someone. Saturn's hour, when to do it. Jupiter is the planet that governs education, expansion, and luck. Jupiter's hour is a boost of luck in the week. So Jupiter's hour is supportive for gambling, if you want to do that. But anything that you want to go well, anything that you want, some luck on your side. So if you're gonna gamble, do it during Jupiter's hour, because you're likely to get a little bit more, bang for your buck. Jupiter's hour is great also for things that sort of open you up to the universe and things that you find meaning within, right? So yoga classes, amazing doing Jupiter hour. You're just more likely to feel a little bit more optimistic. I tend to do a lot of my readings during Jupiter's hour because my vocation is very Jupiterian, allowing people to find meaning, open up to something. This would also be great for any sort of studying. And now I said this for Mercury as well, but Mercury is good for, handling the details, the logistics of any sort of situation and taking in facts. Jupiter is great for big picture sort of studying, taking in information that is a little bit more philosophical or a little bit more abstract, that opens you up to things. Also great during Jupiter's hour to do something that makes you feel free, that makes you feel expansive, that makes you feel abundant in life. Jupiter's hour is a good time to feel good. And Mars hour. Mars is the planet that governs action, assertion, advocacy. Mars hour is great for muscling through tasks that you don't particularly enjoy. So Mars hour is why I got into planetary hours, because I was trying to think, what time of day would I get the most out of my workout? And Mars hour, because Mars is action, it's assertion, it's activity, it's your energy levels. So you can find during Mars hour that you're a lot more active and proactive. So Mars hour is great for working out, for getting stronger. Also great if you work in some sort of field where you have to sort of pursue. Mars is the energy around taking action. So during Mars hour, we can find we're a little bit more assertive, a little bit more proactive in terms of finding customers, things of the like, as well as if there's a situation that we need to defend ourselves for. If you're meeting with someone who always just tramples all over you and you're just over it. Planning during Mars hour, because you're likely to be a little bit more assertive, but so are they. But you're more likely to be more in touch with the Mars-like energies of asserting yourself and being a little bit more forward. To illustrate some ideas of how you can spend your planetary hours, I'll be taking it into a vlog. Again, no pressure. It really helped me take advantage of certain scheduling features. You know, on Gmail, you can like schedule emails to go out at certain times, or on YouTube, you can schedule videos to post at certain times. It has had tremendous impact within my life, which is why I'm sharing it to you all, because when there's something that you really want to go well, there's a relationship you really need to smooth over, there's something you really need to stand up for, and you kind of get control over when you can schedule that. Scheduling it on a planetary hour just gives you an extra confidence boost, as well as the cosmos supporting you a little bit more in pursuing that. And without further ado, I'll take it into the video. Here is how I synchronized my day with all the planetary hours to give you some ideas. Good morning. So it is bright and early. It is Jupiter's hour, and the day has taken an unexpected turn as my boyfriend has left for work and he forgot his lunch, but he does not live far and he works really long hours. He's in his busy season right now. So I'm gonna go bring his lunch to him. He's only 8 minutes away. Not a biggie. And Jupiter is the planet of generosity and expansion. Woo! Got some sun on my face. Hey, good morning. So it is 6:30. Let's see if we'll focus. 6:31. And we are starting our day Jupiterian-like, so expansive. So I'm gonna grab his lunch and bring it over to him, and we will just have to delay the meditation and reading that I was gonna do for Jupiter Hour. NBD, being generous and being a nice person, so my boyfriend doesn't not have lunch is probably more important. It's corny, but I loved getting the opportunity to do something nice for my boyfriend. He is always doing sweet things for me, always making my life easier, so I was happy to run over his leftovers, especially since he makes a bulk of our meal. So the fact that he forgot the leftovers that he worked so hard to craft, I just ran them over to him, and I still had time for the rest of Jupiter's hour to journal, to meditate, to read my mantra. Jupiter is about spirituality. It is about finding meaning. So great time for journaling as well, praying, meditating, anything that makes you feel connected to something bigger, that makes you feel like life is expansive and exciting. So started my day journaling, sipping coffee, getting excited for my day. Mars hour is helpful for moving your body, feeling strong, activities that are challenging or tough. I do try to move my body during Mars hour, and it's so funny. While filming this, I felt so cool doing it, and then you look back at the footage and I just look like such a derp when this is sped up. But yes, activities that make you feel strong or working on getting your body stronger, anything of the like, is supported during Mars hour. Girly is sweaty, girly is tired, girly is ready for a smoothie. So Mars hour, check, and we are now in Sun hour, which is very energizing. I try with Sun hour to spend some time in the sunshine. Also thinking of eating fruits, vegetables, things that grow with the sun. I think of it as a very energizing hour, doing things that feed your body, that feed your soul, that grant you energy. So Sun, here we come. So think of charging yourself up during Sun hour, right? So I'm charging myself up with this delicious smoothie, getting all clean, using this body wash, which just gets me awake and ready for the day. And of course, need a little bit of coffee to get charged and ready. And doesn't this look like Saturn? Look at that milk formation at the bottom. That looks like Saturn to me, even though it's Sun hour. Rude. Venus is a great time to get ready in the morning, as Venus governs beauty. So I like to sit on my vanity and take my time getting ready. Here's the before and after of the look that I was going for this day. Alrighty, it is Mercury's hour and we are all set up to film. So we got the camera, the light, gotta burn my candle. We had a little moment with the moon lamp. It wasn't working at first, I don't know why. And then all of a sudden I like fiddled around with it and it started working. So I don't know if something was loose, but I was about to be really sad. I love that little moon lamp. And then my little book of all the aspects of the week, coffee that I'll drink off camera, and this is behind the scenes of the making of Magic Monday. Mercury's hour is when I try to do a bulk of my filming, because you'll find during Mercury's hour you're able to express yourself a little better. One thing to be mindful of is that Mercury is the energy of the trickster, so important to have a sense of humor during Mercury's hour, but great to connect, network, talk, communicate, write, edit, anything of the like. So right now the footage is going to my computer, but yeah, there's just stuff all over. And for some reason, this is how I got ready. So moon hour, I'm just gonna get caught up on all of this because it's basically an hour that I'm gonna use to clean, eat, drink lots of water, hydrate, nurture myself. Saturn's hour is about handling all of the boring but necessary tasks. So here I am answering some emails, handling some tasks related to my marketing job, drinking water. Saturn is about discipline, so ensuring you're getting all of your water intake for that day or doing anything else that is supportive of a good routine. So it is now Jupiter's hour, LOL at the amount. You saw that before it changed. But I am now prepping for a consult. I have one in the morning tomorrow, I have one this afternoon, and then I have a written one due end of day. So this is a Jupiter's hour activity, as the nature of astrology is very Jupiterian. It's about expansiveness, finding meaning, so on and so forth. So I do try, it's definitely not perfect, to do a lot of my consults during Jupiter's hour because it's sort of a time when we're more inclined to want to expand to our purpose and like the big picture vision of our life. So part of Mars hour was the consult, which was helpful because you need a lot of energy to do readings, but the walk home was also Mars hour, which is nice because I do try to move around a bit during Mars hour. Sun hour, I nourished myself with an orange, and then like I said, it's very good for visibility. So I worked on my YouTube video that was to go up the following day, worked on the thumbnail, the tags, the scheduling. It's very helpful for working on creative projects or things that sort of boost your name and your visibility. Then while working on my patio, I got a little warm, so I did change my clothes. And then my boyfriend came over and we had to walk to the Saver Market to get some items for dinner and of course more coffee for the next day. Venus hour is a great time to spend time with your love and just observe the beauty around you. Friends, what did you think of the video? I would feel so honored if you can comment below what you thought. I had a lot of fun doing this. These videos are super fun for me, so if you have any other ideas, I would so love to hear them. My Instagram handle is @Comet Astrology. My TikTok is the same. And until we meet again, drink lots of water and stay cosmic.